Hello. Today we're gonna check some ideas inspired by Arca's signature reggaeton style, specifically PRADA and RAKATA. Whether it's pianos processed with a bunch of OTT and chorus, or just some abstract futuristic sound design, Arca doesn't shy away from being weird in production and in songwriting. But in songs like PRADA and RAKATA, we have a more traditional structure. Arca's idea of reggaeton sounds futuristic, but it's actually made with relatively simple sounds, and most of the weirdness ends up coming from Arca's own vocals, the processing, the lyrics, the way she says stuff. We can start talking about the reggaeton drums. Whether these are made by her or these are just pre-made loops, it's hard to tell. It is my understanding that in this genre it's really common to use some libraries with specific loops, with specific rhythms and sounds, and you don't need to reinvent the wheel to make a reggaeton track. Of course you can make these loops by yourself, but it's simply just an extra step learning this specific pattern and how to make it. It's only going to be valuable to you if you want to make a bunch of reggaeton and you want to innovate in the genre. But if you just want to experiment a little bit and make a little reggaeton track, just use any loop. And you don't even need to use the loop as it is. You can deconstruct it in whatever way you see fit, chop it up, slice it in a drum rack, and then process the loop however you want. But real quick, if you don't know where to get reggaeton loops, you can try samplefocus.com. This is how you write reggaeton, 2 G's, and look for loops. If you wanna go for an Arca style beat, go with this one. Samplefocus.com. So for this specific project, I have 2 loops. This is the bassy drum. Then I got this one. As you can see, it's more filtered because this one is already providing the bass, so they don't clash in that sense. And both of them are going to a return channel with this reverb. Just a small room, so they both get to interact in that space. To me, in these specific songs at least, it's not like she does really weird stuff to the drums. If you want a reggaeton song that people are going to actually play and dance to, the drums need to hit hard. In the case you want to go crazier, if you see my videos, I always end up using this type of combination, like a grain delay with OTT, for example. So in this case, we could get away with this because we have the bass. So the result is a little bit more weird, but still makes sense. I'm not gonna go any further with the drums. I think just use any loop. Then we have the synth sounds. These synths are simpler than you might expect. I feel like this is one of Arca's talent, which is using simple elements, but presenting them in a way that makes them sound more complex. I feel like this is obvious, but these are my versions of these simple sounds. They are not going to sound exactly the same, but they have the same vibe, which is the important thing. Let's talk about the PRADA synth first. I have no idea what gear Arca uses besides Ableton, but it wouldn't surprise me if she had something similar to this synth, a Juno 106, a Juno 60, but you know, so many machines nowadays, at the end of the day, it's just a sawtooth wave and a square wave. You can get that from most synths, but I really like the chorus from this synth. We also get this noise that I haven't stopped mentioning in my latest videos. Let's make it from scratch. I'm gonna make it with the Juno 106 plugin from Roland because I really like this chorus, but I always mention this. You can use the Toll software. There is a free version, okay, of the Juno 60, which is super similar. It's this one. You can do almost the same things. You have the chorus. For this sound, we want sawtooth wave all the way, some square wave here. We want to decrease the frequency a little bit and add some envelope. On the filter envelope, this one, we want a tiny bit of decay. That sounds okay. Amplitude envelope, some release, some attack. We are going to activate the LFO by just touching this slider, and we want a slow modulation. We are going to use this modulation here on the pulse width. Select LFO and just go pretty high. So we get this movement. Let me increase this so you can hear. very subtle, especially if we have the sawtooth wave and this one a little bit more hidden. But it's there and it's making the sound more alive. Then we get the chorus with the classic noise. We can decrease the noise if you want, but I will leave some. And this is pretty much the sound. After this is making slight adjustments. So you can see the difference it makes if you want it a more plucky sound or just a little more subtle. Some hybrid reverb. The first early reflections, Ableton Studio is just the default. And then something I noticed in the original song is that the sound is never completely static. I feel like the filter is moving slightly, kind of randomly. And for that, we can just add an external LFO and we need to get the frequency from the filter. So we can click on configure and just click this. Hey, it's not working. Restart, configure, frequency. Okay, there we go. So then we can map this LFO to the frequency. And in this case, I just have a very slow sine wave, 7% range. That's how much this is going to move. It's like nothing. If I went 100%, it's going to move all the way. 7% is okay. Maybe less envelope here. In terms of bass, just go with any 808. In this case, Ableton has this 808 drifter. Just go low. Let's check now the sound for RAKATA. This is super simple. You can use Viral, which is like the free version where you can do pretty much the same. The RAKATA synth is one of my favorites. Activate all of the oscillators and increase the second one 1 octave, the third one 2 octaves. I'm gonna copy the patterns. Let's just tweak the envelope to make like a relatively short sound. Don't decrease the sustain all the way. Okay, that sounds good. Unison and the tuning with different amount of voices. At this point, it's completely up to you. The detuning has this thing where if you go past the middle, it starts to get this atonal stuff. We are looking for this point where we still have some tonality, but we are also going into the atonal territory, middle point. And this last one is going to be more like a support. An important part is also playing with the volume. Just have this activated in case we need to cut some frequencies. We don't want to filter this that much, but we can use this to add some fat or some drive. For this, I experimented with adding 2 different types of reverb with different settings, both of them below 50% on the mix. You don't need to do 2 reverbs. After that, we are going to go with the chorus. I feel like this is a solid foundation for you to try different combinations of the same stuff, like make one of these things, but try different waveforms, try modulating the wavetable position. I don't know. So if you are actually inspired by Arca's sound, I think this is a great opportunity to kind of absorb some of these ideas similar to her work, but actually use them to get somewhere else and develop your own sounds and what you like. If you like Arca and you like specifically her reggaeton approach, maybe this is helpful to you, hopefully.